Yeah, I came to be working at Wurl because I wanted to join startups and help early stage startups conquer the world and lead to acquisition. At Wurl, I joined around employee 15, around 6.5 years ago, and did just that. We were acquired by AppLovin 2.5 years ago. Yeah, since then, we helped some of the largest streaming services and the largest content companies launch fast streaming services today. And we became the leading distributor and advertiser of fast channels in the world today.
That's pretty cool. So I wanted to get in a little bit more about like the process. Like how does like when you guys are coming up with a new product, there's this new thing, the contextual product sounds like it's a lot more intense than typical ad tech. Like, so tell me about the process and how you came up with that, and start with like the way we developed the process.
Yeah, of course. The way we develop products at Wurl is no different than any other business in terms of starting with learning about what are the biggest problems and opportunities for your customers and figuring out which ones you want to pursue. The difference at Wurl is that we try to actually bake in a little bit more technology and science behind it. And so we have the luxury of being owned by AppLovin, one of the largest performance marketing companies in the world, who essentially has a lot of app discovery performance marketing campaigns running on CTV today. We were able to look at all the conversion data and understand what factors are truly driving performance across those campaigns. And when we did that, we found that when the scene before the ad break matches emotions from the ad creative, that drove 2 to 3x conversion on almost every single campaign. And I think seeing that, when we have that type of resonance between ad creative and content, we call that emotional resonance, and seeing that was enough signal for Wurl to want to pursue a product like brand discovery and bring it to our entire pipeline of 60 billion in inventory.
That's pretty cool. So what do you, so you did all right, you like made that decision. So what is the ad, so then what happens? Like would you guys go like, okay, now we need an AI? Like how does that work?
Yeah, so look, with AI, obviously it's a hot topic all across Cannes. For Wurl specifically, we've been involved with all the latest AI technologies. Specifically, we've looked at MLLMs, which is a multimodal large language model. The difference with that is that it takes multiple inputs of audio, text, visual, all at the same time to give you the output. And when you think about that, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Why? Because it mimics the human brain on the things and senses that we feel today to give you the output of what a person is feeling. And so what we truly developed here is a product that uses Gen AI to now give the ability for getting feedback for a user actually sitting there in front of a TV and telling you what emotions they're feeling at that time while watching the content. And then we had to figure out how to apply it at scale in real time, across our large scale set of inventory. So that way it's made available for advertisers to target.
That's great. It's a great skill set to have too, to know how all that stuff works.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So what are some of the practical applications like from a product standpoint?
The main practical application of brand discovery is for advertisers to drive more positive attention across their campaigns. What does this actually mean? Well, look, you can have your content and an ad play, but how do you know they're actually getting positive attention? And so what we found, as we've shown in some of the data, is that when you have emotional resonance between both, the viewer pays attention much more clearer and actually leads to action, which we've already shown has demonstrated 200% more efficient cost per engagement across all ad campaigns.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. Listen, I just want to talk about Cannes a little bit. Like what brought you here other than an airplane? Like what are you hoping to get out of it, and what are some of the things that you've seen that are pretty cool?
Yeah, I think obviously what not just brought me here, but everyone here is to talk to partners, learn as much as you can, and find opportunities. But specifically for me at Wurl, I'm seeing so much talk about Gen AI, and we also just wanted to come and evangelize about our Gen AI product as well, brand discovery, and just help our partners understand truly how innovative it is, how much it helps them, and what value it could really provide to them within their ads business.
Okay, so one of the last questions is, one of the things we've heard a lot about Cannes is creating a more effective ad ecosystem. So how is Wurl thinking about that? How are you thinking about like making everything just more effective?
Yeah, so efficiency is obviously super important for the ad ecosystem. Wurl thinks about it in two ways. So my first point I want to make here is just that the TV landscape for ad buying is broken up into two parts, TV linear or CTV. They're both the same medium technically, they're both a large screen TV, but they operate in different fashions. CTV is finally that device connected to the internet, allowing advertisers more efficiency for targeting, transparency, and control than they ever had before. But Wurl wants to take it a step further by combining that with Gen AI and our brand discovery product, so that way when advertisers actually run campaigns on those, on that medium, CTV, we can make sure that they have efficient campaigns and actually achieve true performance. The last point I'll make is we do this all without sharing any publisher data, making sure that publishers can continue their own sales strategy without conflict, providing only incremental value to them.